I'm just looking at what other food I'm going to get on the go today. I had my salad for breakfast. And I've got to keep up with the Brussels sprouts. Probably going to be eating them weekly now. So I'm going to make some oven crispy Brussels sprouts and parsnips. I'll also roast some parsnips, probably with a bit of honey and red pepper flakes. Yum. So I'm going to get started on the Brussels sprouts. Guess I could take some leaves off. You can see I've already been picking away at these 3 plants anyways. I think that's enough for us. There's only 3 of us and I'll be halving them. So now to try to get a parsnip, which I do know, by the way. Everyone tells me you push and you twist. I do know that. But when you have beds and they go into the ground, the hard, solid rock ground beneath, no amount of pushing is going to go anywhere. And twisting I usually do and I lose the bottom. But let's try to get some out. I think I'm just going to go for 2. Let's see where they begin. Whoa! I found a leak. That's cool. Found a leak hiding. Okay. Make way and we'll get this one in the middle.
This is not budging.
Do you think I should just try to chop it off?
No.
I got 2 out the other day. You'd be proud of me.
Yeah.
It's a monster too. I just like it to come out nice. Okay, this is just getting silly now. Drew is going to, he came up with a great idea to wrap a twine around it and see if he can pull it from a different angle there. We're MacGyvering this.
I don't know about this.
You think it's gonna, just don't smack yourself in the head when you...
I just, oops. Okay.
Oh, I heard it. Or is it just ripping through the parsnip?
Let's rip it through the parsnip. Yeah.
So I just need to get a big shovel and dig this whole bed or something? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's just destroying the parsnip.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your trying. Well, I give up. I'm just going to try to cut out what I can because we've mutilated it already. This is ridiculous. So, I probably have to dig my bed this way so that I can do this. I'll get back to you. One very beaten up parsnip, and I don't want to do any more. That's all I'm doing today. Oh, I've cut my arm. The rope mutilated it a bit. I tore the top off when I pulled the flower, when I was yanking it. And then I just took the hori and cut through. So whatever we lost, we lost. But it's still a very big, very heavy parsnip. And I don't want to do anymore. I'm just going to get a few other things that I know are due to come in. I have a cabbage that's fully grown here. And sow bugs all beneath it. What I found with some carrots that I've left in, the sow bugs or pill bugs, or they call them carpenters here, they drill into my carrots right down, just center out the sweet, lovely little carrots. So it doesn't pay for me to keep things out too long, even though the weather's been nice. So I'm going to gather a few small carrots and this cabbage, which hopefully is good. It looks nice. That looks great. Okay, now these carrots are bunching carrots, so they don't get into become any great size. But boy, are they lovely. They were perfectly straight, and I had them all in this row and another one. I've harvested tons. Left these because they were small, but let's see if I can find the one I saw hollowed out, or maybe it was in another bed. Oh, it was another bed. It's just disaster what the sow bugs do. So I'm not doing them any favor leaving them here, even though they're tiny. Ooh, lovely. No, they're nice. There's some tiny, but oh, here's one that's being eaten, because I can't get at it. Okay, there's some small ones too. Not another vegetable I can't. Oh, it's got a big rock in it. It's got a big rock in it, that's why. This poor thing isn't going to be too pretty. Let me see. Yeah. I don't know if it's a rock that's gone in from the bed. Yeah, it's like a shelf. I may just leave this. I don't need any more fighting today. And it's been hurt and munched on, so there, I broke it. Okay, that would have been a nice big one. We're not going to worry about that one. It's been eaten. Those are really small up there. There we go, I'll wash those off. So I've also got some broccoli florets, cabbage and some carrots, so that'll be probably for tomorrow evening's supper or something. The broccoli florets are getting smaller now, so I'm letting them go because there's a lot of pollinators around, and they need flowers. So at this stage, it's nice to help them out. Well, now it's time for me to bring my rosemary in also. That's Bruce in the background again. I'll show you what he's up to. My rosemary didn't do well outside this year. I bring it in and out, and the drought, the rosemary doesn't need a whole, I can't cut that. The rosemary doesn't need a whole lot of rain or moisture really. It just suffered. So there's a big clump I'll cut off of an older piece, and I'm going to dump the soil to make sure it's rinsed off completely. So I don't put this in a greenhouse or in the garage or something. I bring it in my indoors, and actually it grows beautifully for me all winter long. I can harvest fresh rosemary, but to do that I've got to get rid of the soil that's been outside, rinse it off, and I'll pot it up with some new soil. I've got my son, he's going to come out and just hoe over this bed here. It's just covered with weeds. So I'll rinse that out and rinse this. A lot of weeds in here too. Okay, I'll go down and rinse this off. I think I'm going to need more soil, which I've got inside. There she is, all rinsed out. Try to spread them out just a bit. Alright, now this is indoor potting soil that I just brought out from indoors. I could put some more in here. I'll water it a bit, let it settle in, and then I'll top the soil up around. And I've just made a mess of it. There we go, ready to come inside. Also cleaning up my indoor plants, I just cut out all the peppers that were, the hot peppers that have produced, and I just took them off as green to go in my hot sauce. And I'll work on the tomato plant now too. Still some peppers. But I think I'm going to keep this plant because it's only a year old. Now up in the bedroom, this plant is already 2+ years old. I'm going to wait and get all the last of the peppers. It's got nothing left in the soil there. Flowers dropping everywhere. And then there's this crazy. I have to cut some leaves. You can see they're starved for nutrients there. But if I can show you, it's loaded. There are 9 Miro eggplants on this. So I'll clean him up a bit, but he's loving it. And that's the pepper I brought from outside. And that's just a ginger I've got going there. So I just took the tomato plant outside. It's always hard to say goodbye to an indoor plant, but these tomatoes, I guess I should pick what I've got here, just started getting smaller and smaller, and they start to get a shape with like a spin top. They're beautiful, but let me show you some small ones. Yeah. Oh, they're really ripe. Smaller and smaller. And I'm not willing to pot it on. It's just time to get this one out. And make room upstairs because I know I'll put more up there. Any more tomatoes? Oh, look at the flowers. It's always so hard to do this, but look how small that one's split. I mean, ridiculous and taking up real estate indoors. I can't do it. Clippers, and I'll get rid of it. Build those muscles, my son, to get parsnips. Just found this turnip. Drew it up there. It's split, but there's food to be eaten there. I did not plant a turnip in the potato patch. Probably fell out of my pocket. Food! Well, that's a good job done. And I will top up with some manure for now and seaweed if we get enough. And we left the cosmos just because they're still kicking, still looking pretty. And my rhubarb, of course. But yeah, it needs some work. It needs more soil here. It needs more building up year by year. Just showing you some views on this glorious day. The ocean and the sky couldn't be prettier. And then they say, I saw it on the Weather Channel, that all the sugars in the trees did really well this year because of the temperatures. So the colors, the fall colors, are just amazing. They're just starting to fall now. Isn't that pretty? I've even got some flowers still going. And I can't remember the name of this. It can get away from you, but it changes 3 different colors. Isn't that amazing? Sister-in-law gave us that. Like I say, it's a creeper. It'll you gotta keep your eye on it, but they're easy to pull out. So Bruce has the gable up. As you can see, it's all wet in here right now. He's got the, I guess you call that the bracing, the ceiling. He's telling me that he's going to move me out here for the winter. Nice man. So Bruce has put the window in. He's just tied back this side because he had to for the window. He doesn't want to put it all around yet because of the wind, which we'll just rip it apart yet. And he's working on the shingles on the roof now. Well, it's time for me to get in, I think, and start thinking about supper. Gorgeous day. One of the final ones. It's going to start really getting chilly now. But thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing. Take care, and we'll see you soon.